What up, y'all? Conscious One come at you. Ooh, I said, let me tell this story before it just leaves my mind. I probably just experienced one of the greatest synchronicities I've ever experienced. I mean, it was like straight up out of the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington. Oh my God, guys, I'm telling you. Whoo. The thing is, man, these type of situations, you got to stay real calm because you know these people are body snatched. You know that there's demons in these people. And you have to know that and understand that and stay calm. So I had a drop off. Now I told y'all these phones, it has a lot to do with synchronization, fallen angels. When you set an alarm clock and you get up at that time, you put yourself in virtual reality. Me working on the gig apps, if I have a delivery, right, and I'm going to a certain place at a certain time, it's virtual reality. That's why the whole time travel thing, I was glad Into the Stars broke that down for me with time travel. They call it time travel because it's just simply demons hopping from one body to another. That in itself is time travel. So I learned that from Into the Stars. So I had a drop off, right? And I don't go to this area like that, but I had a drop off whereas I double park. Keep in mind, there's hardly no one in the streets. And so I double park and I get out and it's this guy, white guy. He's about 30 feet from me. So all of a sudden I hear somebody say, "Hey, why don't you park somewhere else?" And this person is like shouting at me. And I turn around and I'm just like, I know, like I'm thinking, who the hell is this? So it's a white guy. He looks like he's about in his, I don't know, 60s. He's about 6'3". And I'm just turning around like, and I walked up to him, I said, "Who are you?" I mean, guys, it was so synchronized. It was like somebody knew I was, well, obviously a demon, time traveling through the bodies. They knew I was going to be at that address and they set up a whole skit for me. So I'm double park. I've had a lot of delivery jobs and I always know when you double park, you have to put on your emergency lights. That lets people know that you're there for delivery, if they're intelligent enough to know that. Obviously, I don't look like I'm from that neighborhood, yada, yada, yada. So I turn around like, who the hell is this talking to me? And so I walk towards the individual. Like at this point, I'm walking toward, like that's my whole thing. If somebody's telling me something that I don't know who they is, the first thing I do is ask them, "Who are you?" That's the first thing you do. You want to approach them with a question. First find out who they are. You know, just find out if they're a public official or not. That's the first thing you do. And really, it's not even about that because I already know I was legally doing what I was supposed to do with my emergency lights. But, I turn around, I'm like, who is this? And so immediately you want to find out who this person, that's the first thing you do, find out who it is. And a lot of times when you ask them a question, that's going to intimidate them because they're going to see that you're not afraid of them. So, but I'm walking towards this individual and I'm like, huh? I'm like, who are you? And he was like, automatically, he just went into like chaos mode. He started backing up and he goes back into a bar. I'm like, oh, he just came out of this bar. Okay, so this demon had a skit for me where they jumped inside this person's body who was drinking at the bar, knew I was going to double park there for a drop off, and then made sure that, that demon was there when you got there. So I just ended up telling him, "You better get out of here, buddy." And he walks back into the bar. But then here's the second kicker. When I came out of the building, there's these three women, one black, two white, standing there looking at me like in a bad way. And I'm just thinking, how the hell? It's like these people knew I was going to be here. How do I go from this asshole to now as soon as I come? I mean, guys, we're talking about what? I don't know, 50 seconds that I went inside this building and came back out. And you telling me all this stuff can be happening with me just showing up at a certain time? Guys, I'm telling you, boy, woo-wee. That Denzel movie, Fallen, oh, that stuff is the real deal. Now, I've had other situations like this, not like it's my first time, but I would say that this particular situation was really, really direct. Like, it was really direct. Like, I know I just been put in a skit. Okay? Spiritual warfare, y'all, all-time high spiritual warfare. But they can't do nothing to you. You just got to calm down, know who you are, know what you're in the right for doing, and show no fear. It's all about fear. Okay? Because either I'm going to be scared or that individual is going to be scared. You know, but you always ask them a question back. First, find out who they are, what's their name, and then they start, you know, they start backing off. But when I came out the building, those 3 women were standing there looking at me stupid. It was some motorbike. It was some motorbike that I still, be honest with you guys, I still don't understand why these 3 women was looking at me like that when I came out the building. Like, how the hell did they, like, where did they come from? You understand? It's like these people came out of the pit. Okay, like, was this even real? Like, are these people even real? But I was definitely put inside a virtual reality based on a drop-off. Now, one thing I do notice is that there seems to be pockets where a bunch of people can be under demonic possession. I'm starting to notice it's these pockets. It's not everywhere. But if you're living in a city, some of y'all know it's just certain pockets you go in where you know it's some kind of demonic activity going on. And you got to recognize that and take heed and, you know, make a mental note of that so that next time, you know, you don't go back in that area. I mean, guys, that was freaky, man. Okay, there's not a lot of things that scare me, but that, oh my, that was pretty freaky right there. And me being anointed and all that type of stuff, y'all probably seen the light flicker. I'm already expecting this kind of stuff. So that's why I'm all calm about it. Plus, I told y'all take GABA. When you take GABA, it kind of shuts down your sensory. You're able to think more clearly when you're on this GABA. I've been taking it for 13 years. But guys, I'm telling y'all, this demonic activity, through this jab, through these cell phones, I said, man. But, and the whole thing, remember, I did the whole thing legally. I double parked. It was nowhere to park. That's why I was double parked, and I had to put on emergency lights. And I'm like, how are these people coming towards me and I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do? Oh my, that didn't make any sense. I just want to tell y'all that story, man. Be mindful, boy. You got to take mental notes, because there are some pockets you go into in your town or your city, you know, when you know there's a lot of demonic activity in the area. And I agree with this lady. Why now? The separation of the wheat and tares has already happened. That's why chosen ones, they think they're like Pharaoh. They think they're going to attack, only to find themselves they're going to be drowned trying to attack the chosen ones. It's ridiculous. But anyway, y'all, take heed. I just want to tell y'all this story before I move on and forget about it and get ready for the next battle. But I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.